Hello everyone on YouTube. This is Zandy and O, and I come on to do another video about having surgery in the Dominican Republic and being a diabetic. One of the things that I wanted to share with you all was the different medications I've been on over the years for my diabetes, the side effects that they have had on me, and what medicines I'm taking now that are actually working for me, working in my favor. So I have been a diabetic since I was about 24, and I'm 39 now. So a little bit over 10 years, 12 years. And you know that if you're a diabetic, you know traditionally they put everybody on metformin. That is the first line of defense, the first pill that they put everybody on to control their diabetes, and they tell you to take that and diet and exercise. Well, I took that, didn't too much diet all the time. You just like everybody else, I was a yo-yo dieter. I would diet and exercise, and then I wouldn't anymore. And then when you have high blood sugar levels, that it causes depression. So I've been through many bouts of depression, and it'll just come on and doesn't have any specific reason. And for a long time, I never took any meds for that either. So fast forwarding to now, I have been taking a new set of medications because my doctor was literally saying, if you can't get your sugars under control, she wasn't going to be my doctor anymore. And I liked her. She's not judgmental. She's very fair. Anything I ask of her, she will do or try. So she had put me back on Lantus, and I was taking it twice a day. I was taking metformin, 1,000 milligrams twice a day, and then she put me on this pill called Diazepam. And at first I was at 5 milligrams, and it really wasn't doing much at 5 milligrams. So the highest dosage is 10 milligrams, and all it does is it goes with the metformin to just help you with your sugar levels, or your sugar levels. So it was helping, but it wasn't helping. I still was running in the higher 200s, mid to higher 200s, so far as my numbers were concerned. So, but I was doing better than what I was doing. So she was like, she upped my Lantus and had me taking it twice a day, and that was starting to make me feel like I was overdosing. It's like I was taking just too much medication. I'm taking Lantus in the morning, I'm taking Lantus at night, I'm taking all these pills, and I was like, I didn't want to lose my doctor. So I met a lady, my surgery buddy, for my surgery, and she told me about a friend of hers who had took Victoza, and Victoza basically helps you lose weight and help control your A1C levels. And so I decided I was going to ask my doctor. Like I said, my doctor is pretty friendly. She's willing to try just about anything to help me control my sugars. So she said okay, and she ordered the Victoza for me, but my insurance wouldn't cover the Victoza. They said the Victoza had too many side effects, too many risky side effects, so they don't cover it. They gave me a list of some other ones that they would cover, and Trulicity was one of them. So she gave me, we've all seen the Trulicity commercial. We've all heard of the side effects on Trulicity, and I was kind of iffy when I first heard of it, but at this point, I'm going to have my surgery in December, so I'm just about willing to try anything. But if the side effects were anything like they were saying, I wasn't going to take it anymore. Like I've done everything else. So I took it, and it worked phenomenally. In a 6 weeks period, my numbers went from a 10.5 to a 7.1. in 6 weeks. And I was overjoyed, like no other. And I had made some changes, but no major changes. I try not to eat all the starches. I am a big Coke drinker, and I try not to drink Coke. And now that if I do drink Coke, the Coke Zero has really been working for me. So I'll drink that instead of a regular Coke. Don't get me wrong, I have my binges sometimes. But when I have my binges, if anybody take metformin, they know that metformin will give you diarrhea. And it definitely does it to me. If I'm eating healthy and eating right, not taking in a lot of sugars, not taking in a lot of starches, the metformin doesn't irritate me. It doesn't bother me at all. But I always know when I'm not doing right, because it will instantly kick in and give me diarrhea, and I am literally up all night long. My stomach is hurting all day long. So it's a good and a bad thing to a certain extent. I like it because, like I said, as long as I'm doing right, and if I'm in any doubt if I'm doing right, my metformin, thank you, will always let me know. My body will be like, okay, we're good. But as soon as I started eating all these fatty, greasy foods, or drinking all these sugary sodas, or eating a lot of candy even, it will automatically trigger the metformin to do whatever it is supposed to do, which I think is supposed to target unnecessary sugars and help you expel them from your body. That's what I get from it. So that is the only major side effect that I have with the medications that I've had. I haven't experienced none of the side effects from the Trulissa. None of them. I haven't had any side effects from the diazepam. None of them. I haven't had, what else I'm taking? I'm sorry. Anyway, I haven't experienced no major side effects. The only one that I have a real side effect from is the metformin, and that has been since the beginning of time. It never has changed since I've been taking it. But I think I'm starting not to like it too much. The feeling. So I was like, and it's starting to make me actually sick. Like, I'm sick. My stomach's hurting. I'm bent over. I'm at work. I'm nauseated. I'm not feeling well. So, I'm thinking about asking her to change it to something else for 2 reasons. Because of that reason, and because if you're on metformin and you're going to have surgery in the DR, you cannot, I don't think it's surgery anywhere, because I've noticed if I've ever had surgery even in the States, with my pregnancy, when I had a C-section, I had got an infection in my finger, and they had to do surgery on it. The time I was in the hospital, they never gave me metformin. So I think there's something in metformin, and I'm going to find out what it is and what it actually does and why they don't want you to take it. And I'll do a video on that as well. But if you're a diabetic and you're on metformin, you cannot take your metformin 2 weeks before your surgery unless your doctor tells you otherwise. My doctor doesn't want me to take it 2 weeks before my surgery. Now, I did speak to him again, and he asked me, can I get my doctor to change me to something else? So I'm going to see if I can get her to change me to something else. But for the most part, you cannot take that 2 weeks before your surgery. So consult your PCP, consult your plastic surgeon, consult them to make sure that they want you to do that. I'm only telling you what my doctor told me. I'm not telling you what to do. Make sure you consult your physicians that are taking care of you, your PCP and your plastic surgeon, to make sure that they don't want you to take these medications. Do not just go off of my word. I'm only telling you what was told to me. Now, and as long as you can find a medication that does not have whatever the ingredient is in metformin that is keeping you, or they don't want you to have in your system at the time of surgery, then you can continue your medication, because they didn't say anything about your insulin. I am on an antidepressant, so he didn't say anything about my antidepressant. So, but I do know that they don't want you to take the metformin before your surgery. So, well, 2 weeks before your surgery. But make sure, like I said again, make sure you consult your PCP. I am not a doctor. I'm only telling you the things that has worked for me that you can look into to see if it will work for you. But I am not telling you that this will guarantee you lower A1C results. I am not guaranteeing you that what worked for my body will work for your body. I'm just telling you what did work for me and what you may want to look into to see if it will work for you, if you were having the exact same problems that I was having. So you all have a good day and God bless. I'm going to get my medication now and probably go and pick up my daughter or go to the store or something, because I have a little time before my daughter gets out of school. God bless and have a good day. Hold one thing. If you have any questions, any concerns of any type, just inbox me. Leave a message in the bottom, or inbox me, and I'll leave my email address in the description, and you can email me any questions that you may have for me. Thanks and have a blessed day.